One of the hallmarks about our time is deception. The Prophet ﷺ described years that will come upon the ummah as sanawatun khadda'at, years of deception. The years don't deceive, but deception will be rampant and widespread. We as individuals, sometimes as a parent, you don't treat your child, when they are 5 years old, you don't treat them the same way when they were 2 years old. When they are 15 years old, you don't treat them the same way as you treated them when they were 5 years old. When circumstances change, you need to adapt, but without compromising principles. This is why it's important for us to learn our religion and to learn from our experience in life, so we know, we can tell the difference between the principle and the manifestations, the particular manifestations of a principle in life. That's wisdom that the Quran teaches us. The life of the Prophet ﷺ, the life of the companions are full of examples on this, and we need to learn them. One of the hallmarks about our time is deception. And we mentioned previously in a previous khutbah that the Prophet ﷺ described years that will come upon the ummah as sanawatun khadda'at, years of deception. The years don't deceive, but deception will be rampant and widespread. So as a Muslim, to keep your faith, to manage your affairs well, and because managing your affairs protects your faith, we need to develop that wisdom. How do we do that? By connecting more to the Book of Allah. Learn more about the life of the Prophet ﷺ. Be careful what you consume, the news that you consume. Make sure that you are getting what's right. Learn your religion from trustworthy scholars. Not everyone who goes online and makes a YouTube channel, they're a scholar. Not everyone who has a beard is a scholar. Not everyone who has a PhD is a scholar. Sometimes people say, oh, a scholar so-and-so. Oh, the scholar said this. You need to take your religion seriously. Just like when you do business, you sift through all of those experts and you go for the best ones. Same thing with your religion. Make sure that you are learning authentic Islam. The way you treat yourself, the way you treat your kids, the way you treat where you live, the way you treat your career. Sometimes people have traveled to different countries, certain countries, because they had a plan. Now the situation has changed. Circumstances have changed. Something new has come up. Sometimes people come for a better life, let's say to the Western countries, right? And then they find that their teenage children are losing their religion. Maybe you need to pivot. Maybe you need to change. You need to change your plans. Don't stay stuck in a plan that brings about more harm than good now. Keep adapting. Be flexible. Be wise as you deal with situations. So this is a lesson that we can take from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.